Number 3, Duke at Temple. The Owls have beaten a top 10 opponent in each of the last 3 seasons. Picking up second half. Khalif Wyatt knocking down the 3. He had 22 points. Temple up by 9, under 2 minutes to go. Raucous Hollis Jefferson receiving the nice pass, feeds Aaron Brown for the lay-in. Owls by 8. Ensuing Duke possession, Austin Rivers misses the layup, but Mason Plumlee tips it home. Duke down 6. Later, it's Hollis Jefferson again. He lays it in, plus the foul. Temple wins 78-73. Jimmy Dykes, why did Duke lose?
What happened to the Duke Blue Devils tonight? Well, the Temple Owls had a lot to do with it. They played a terrific basketball game.
Well, now holding 3. Ramon Moore to Khalif Wyatt for 3, and the Owls lead is back up to 6. Next trip down, Wyatt will be way out, but he is not deterred. He sticks it to put Temple up 66-57. For Wyatt, a team-high 22. Then watch the passing from Juan Fernandez in a double team behind the back to Raucous Hollis Jefferson to Aaron Brown, who's moving on up. 8-point lead, 90 seconds to go. Anticipation building in the crowd in the final minute as Temple beats the full-court press. Hollis Jefferson, the score and the whistle. Temple finishes off number 5 Duke 78-73, and Amy Fadul reports from the middle of all this post-game euphoria.
As you can tell, pandemonium here at the Wells Fargo Center. Temple taking down Duke for the first time since 1996. 28 meeting between the Blue Devils and the Owls. Tonight, Temple beats number 5 Duke, and they did it all with the help of their fans.
This is Wyatt on the wing. Jackson, another one. Ha! It has the feel of an upset in Philly.
That's the kind of program Duke is. When you have a chance to win the game, the floor is getting. That's when you have arrived as a basketball program. When the students rush the floor, and Duke is. It's a magnificent basketball program. Obviously, a spectacular school, and we were privileged to play them tonight.
It's a great win for us to come in. You know, a big crowd. You know, a big game, big atmosphere. You know, at the Wells Fargo Center. For us to get this win is just huge. Like you said, you know, we marked on our calendar, and you know, we got over the hump, and we did a great job of getting the win tonight.
The sellout crowd of 20,000 plus saw the Owls turn their 2-point halftime lead into as many as a 10-point cushion over the Blue Devils, thanks in large part to their defensive pressure and an up-tempo style of play.
It's typical. You know, he's one of the best coaches in the United States, and his kids are just good, tough kids, and they know how to play. And they played with great toughness, camaraderie. You know, they just outplayed us.
We tried to manage the game best as possible. I think in early part of the game, you know, Coach Dunphy kept saying, you know, we want to manage the game and play our style of game. But, I mean, sometimes, you know, the game, you know how it goes, like, you know, Duke wants to play up and down. So I think we did a good job, you know, going back and forth with those guys and, you know, getting key stops on the defensive end.
Fran Dunphy said this was a great win, but he's already turned his attention to A-10 play, and that begins Saturday against Dayton. Amy Fadul, Comcast Sportsnet.
And the second half, LaSalle would lead by as many as 18. But the X-Men slice into it. Mark Lyons for 3. The lead is down to 5. On Xavier's next possession, Earl Pettis, who scores 23 in all, gets the takeaway, beats Devin White for the jam. And LaSalle defeats Xavier 80-70 to improve to 11-4.